Assessment time, dopes. Assessment time, dope soul. Time to reaffirm that foundation that you have built for yourself. Strengthen your character, the core of you. Know who you are so you can be who you are in order for other people to respect that person. No respect to be gained when it's hard to place you, hard to know who you actually trying to be or who you were yesterday. So be solid within who you are. Be solid within what you're working to do. Nobody holds you back when you tell yourself they're not. Nothing stops you when you tell yourself it won't. Let's make it happen. nAFbDOPE.
What it do, you already know. It's Lord Phly, International Man of Mystery. You know where we at. Dope Souls with Lord Phly, live on YouTube. How y'all feeling today? Yeah. You hear that pack room. You hear that pack room. Happy birthday to my man, Chris Jordan. Yeah. Crazy, his name Jordan. This is Jordan. Yeah, ain't that right? Yes, sir. 23. And big show on Friday. Yes, R&B vibes, unscripted. You already know who's going to have the mic. But my man Black Storm in here. Shouts to him for putting that thing together, man. We got two all the way from NY in here. Shouts to him for being here. He going to be on that stage. Chris Jordan going to be on that stage. Mal Boogie going to be on that stage. Mal Boogie had a little song drop this week. Dope Souls dropped this week. Hey, man, it's a lot of hand claps. Let's show love. So, one more time, how y'all feeling today on this Wednesday? What's good with y'all? Yeah. And we talking about growth. And right before the show, I was talking to him about how much I appreciate him for all that's been going on. It's been a lot with me. It's been a lot with everybody in here individually. Everybody is doing something dope within their own right, and then somehow it's all come together at the right time. And you know me, everything happens for a reason. It's all up to us to figure out why so we can continue to push forward, continue to push upward. So that's what's been happening. So with that, it's been a whole hell of a lot of growth. We've been learning ourselves to know ourselves so we can be ourselves. So with all that growth, you know, Gucci Man, he let us know about his growth this week. Oh, my God. Hey, he let us know about his growth, but he let us know old Gucci's still there. Ain't that right, OG? Okay. Hey, old Gucci ain't going nowhere. That means he's still Gucci. Ain't no old, ain't no new. He just Gucci. He's grown himself into a person I believe everybody can love, but everybody's going to respect whether you like it or not. And I'm with that type of time. I'm with that type of smoke. I don't care if you like me. You going to respect me, and that's just what it is. But I'm a likable guy. I mean, hey, I'm Lord Phly. I'm always somewhere doing something. Most of all, I'm inspiring, motivating. I'm making sure I'm connecting the dots so everybody else can learn, know, be them dope selves. Never apologize for being dope. You know, no fear, no worry, no apologies. All the things that go into the message. But with that being said, I respect Gucci to the utmost. I can say growing up, I wasn't the biggest Gucci Man fan. I mean, I rocked with the music. I respected what he was doing. I understood, like, his lane. But at this point, this is a person that I would have never really known he would have grown to be. But it's definitely somebody that I believe I need to just spend some time with, ask some questions, because if nothing else, I'm all about life experiences, and we've seen a lot of Gucci Man's experiences on camera, or he's rapped about them, or we've seen it, or he's spent time, and in this interview, he gave a lot up, and I'm one of interviews, documentaries, anything that I can really just soak knowledge from. Like, I love movies, don't get me wrong. I watch movies all day, but with that being said, I like to just get some information from the stuff, and I don't want to have to piece it together. I just want to be given straight to me. So with that being said, the interview did a lot for me. I know me and OG, oh man, we was back there sharing some quality laughs because we say it all the time. We have some sick brains, and not in a bad way. So if nothing else, don't take that the wrong way. But we think of everything with the balance. It's the good, the bad, the indifferent, everything that can come along with it. And, you know, a lot of people like to just stick to what's good in their lives, and there's nothing really wrong with that. You need to make sure you're understanding all aspects of your life, even if you want to focus on all the good. But with us, we think of it all. We look at it all the avenues, any way it could be. So to see Gucci Man really give it up, talk his shit, stand on it, how he stand on it, and nothing else, he showed y'all, yeah, I've grown, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here, and I will still smack the shit out you if you playing and you talking real reckless. I like that type of time because, hey, man, the world got to get back to that sometimes. Like, hey, you can't be talking out your mouth to people that you don't really understand, know, or believe even what it all is they're saying. If nothing else, you need to respect that energy that they're giving off. And And there's some energies is giving off that let you know, like, look, you don't just talk to that person any kind of way. You don't just bring up things. You don't just do things. Nah. They're not on that type of time. And I'm not on that type of time. So if you know me, you better understand that I'm a lot like Gucci Mane. We not playing out here. We all about forward and upward. All about forward and upward. I tell the people that's with me all the time, cut the nonsense out your life. Cut all that emotional stuff out your life. Yes, you're going to have emotions. I'm not telling you not to be human. But you need to understand those emotions. And when they come your way, you need to know exactly what you need to do to push forward. You need to know exactly what you need to do to push upward. You need to know exactly what you need to do to communicate whatever it is that's going on with you. Because that's one thing I believe is lacking in the world, communication. People don't know how to communicate because people don't understand. Things don't even mean the same things to three people that grew up in the same household. One word could change everything about a conversation when realistically that one word should mean one thing. So we can all understand what needs to happen and push forward together. But if nobody's really seeking that understanding and everybody's just looking for theirs and figuring out how they can win, well, if everybody's going to win, who loses? And if nobody's losing, who's learning? Because losses come with learning. It's not as if you lose and then, oh, man, your life goes to shambles. No, it's a lot of people that have lost a lot in life and then they bounce right back. You ever heard of a second chance? You ever heard of a third chance? You ever heard of getting off the floor and getting right back to it? People get knocked out and get up and knock the person out and the fight be over. You have to understand that the fight is never over till it's over. I don't even know who said that, but I really believe it. It's never over till it's over. Your life not over until you really decide that it's over, or then your time and your clock is just stopped ticking. But until that time, you should still be after. You should still be getting up, getting at it, getting to it, towards something that is really productive for you. And not simply you alone, but it needs to be productive for you first. You can't do anything for anybody before you learn what you need to do for yourself. And I told y'all last week, that's something that I had to take accountability for. I want to do everything for everybody. I want to inspire. I want to motivate. I want to be over here. I want to be in 3 different states at one time. I want to be on camera. I want to be live. I want to be talking to this person. I want to be making sure I'm helping this person. This person can stay with me. Oh, man, I get this person the shirt off my back. But if I don't have no more shirts, what am I really doing? I'm going to be cold. They're going to be warm. I'm going to be cold. And then if I wasn't doing it for them to really offer me anything back, can I really be mad if I'm cold outside? No, that's my fault. I have to take accountability for that. And I've done that a lot of times. Giving somebody everything and then with no expectation, seeing that doing everything for someone before you've done anything for yourself does not ensure you any type of blessings, any type of growth, anything if you're not applying that understanding to that. You need to be able to give everything and then know that I'm willing to start with nothing because I know I can get everything back. If you've given everything before you've established that in your mind, you're doing yourself a disservice, and it's time to take a step back, learn yourself so you can know yourself in order to be yourself. Ask yourself those simple questions, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the hows of you. And before you asking it of anybody, you need to make sure you got answers for yourself because if nothing else, they're going to ask you. And when they ask you, you better have an answer. All that talking around stuff, all that talking, believing that that's an answer, but you're really not paying attention to the core of what's been asked, then what are you really talking about? See, that's what's going on in the world. It's a lot of talking, but it's about nothing. No substance, no reasoning. People just using their mouths because they work. Cut that out. Cut that out. Yes, there's a lot of people that can't talk, wish they could, and would say a whole lot of substantial things, but instead, they can't, you can, and you're not using your mouth for anything but complaining. You're not using your mouth for anything but talking about other people that really have no connection. You offer no responsibility to them, but you want to talk about it. Cut it out. It's no time for that. See, it's time for forward and upward movement. It's time for growth. And if you notice, if Gucci Mane is growing, your ass has no excuses. If Gucci Mane is growing, you have no excuses. That man sat, iced up, jewelried up, and talked to you and made sure you understood everything before he told y'all he was going to smack the shit out somebody if they talked to him the wrong kind of way. So he gave it all to you before he let you know, ain't nothing changed. I'm still here. Y'all talking about clones and all this extra nonsense. Nah, I just understood that I was doing a lot of nonsense. It was making me miss and get rid of a lot of money when I wanted to keep it. I was out here living reckless. I got me a good woman. She stood beside me. She told me she wasn't with no nonsense, and I cut all the nonsense out. Simple and plain. If it wasn't for her and me understanding for myself, because even before she was offering any type of influence, I had to understand for myself. And he said he had to sit down. Now, I don't believe everybody needs to go to prison. That's not for everybody. Jail ain't for everybody. Holding cell ain't for everybody. Having a warrant and just having to sit behind a door that you can't open on your own is not for everybody. Trust and believe. Sometimes you need to make sure you're doing the due diligence for yourself, to sit yourself down, to ask yourself those questions. It shouldn't take somebody doing it for you. Now, for some, it's going to take that. Now, if that's the case, it's all about understanding. You need to understand why you're there, understand what you need to do. I don't believe that there's some people in there right now watching me right now on Facebook. So I love y'all too. Let's get up, get at it, get to it. Let's make something productive happen, y'all. You know it. Gucci Man did it. So you need to get your ass up and do something too. Let's make it happen. Let's get back to this script and make sure we're doing it. Personal experience. Where were you 3 years ago? Did it differ from the person you were 5 years ago? 5 years ago, I had just started really spreading the message. nAFbDOPE. So 3 years ago, I was definitely in a different place than I was when I began, but it really was a lot like how it began, with nothing. I got dropped back in North Carolina, which is where I'm from. I'm from Raleigh, South Side. Y'all know how I go. But I actually was placed in Durham. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Durham. And if you know anything about Raleigh, we wasn't really over there a lot. You know what I'm saying? We stayed where we was at. They stayed where they was at. When they came where we was at, we went over there. It was a lot of furniture moving. Let's just say that. So with the furniture moving, me being placed in this place that I know nothing about with some people that I'm just learning, but I trust. I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to just get back into the world and really understand what was going on, because I was engulfed in basketball and all the politics of pro-level basketball, college basketball, high school basketball. Trust me, it's a lot of politics and all that stuff. With that, it was understanding like, well, for one, how you was moving in that, you're not going to be moving out here. Everything taken care of, and no. You remember how before all of that, you had to get up, get at it, get to it, and get something done? Yeah, you need to figure that out. How you going to do that? Yeah, you want to tell everybody how to do that. How you going to do that? That's where I was 3 years ago. What is going to be the thing that Lord Phly does that makes sure people respect who he is, what he's doing, and what he's bringing to the world? First, it was that message. Now, y'all get that message really nice before the show starts. You know, it's my voice, and, you know, it's colorful, and words is bouncing and stuff. In the beginning, it was a text message. Yeah. I had an iPhone, so for those Android users, or when I send too many iMessages, it turns green. Yeah, they were sick at me. Message come this big. It'd be 4-5 messages come to them. It wasn't all nice and sweet like it is now. So at that point, you know, it was just understanding like, nope, I'm going to be about this. I had to deal with people like, man, stop sending me this bullshit. And I'm not going to censor it. Yeah, people was real hot with me in the mornings. Like, I'm sending them inspiration and motivation. I'm getting some crazy stuff back. Like, don't send this to me, and who do you believe you are to do this right now? And like, who do I believe I am? Good gracious, like, I believe I'm Lord Phly. I believe I want to inspire and motivate you. Like, and I would really take my time and go back and forth with these people, not really understanding that it's not my responsibility to do that. Like, it's up to me to really stand 10 toes down and stand firm. Like, look, I sent you this message for a reason. If it doesn't do for you what it needs to, don't take it. Like, I'm pretty sure people send you text messages all the time and you don't look at them. You see somebody's phone now, they got 150 messages from messages 3 months ago they never checked. Or they really read, but they didn't want the person to know they read it. Like, people do weird stuff like that, man. Why you can't just own what you're doing? They sent you a message. You don't want to talk to them, tell them I don't want to talk to you. You didn't want to hear what they was saying, tell them no. I send voice messages now. So if anybody know Lord Phly, you getting a voice message. You're going to hear this voice. You're going to get that energy of what it is I want you to know. So it's no misconstruing. It's no miscommunication, no misinterpretation. No, this is what I meant. This is what I said. And I don't say a lot of extra stuff. I can say 2 minutes of a voice message and say nothing extra. It could be all things I needed you to know. But that 2 minutes kept us from texting for 2 hours. When I really only needed you to know this information, you only needed me to know something specific back. So for people, that's all growth. For me, I told you 3 years ago, I wasn't at a point that I am now to where I really understood all that would come with being who I am, doing something that is unique. I don't even want to say something nobody's ever done. I'm pretty sure plenty of people have spread a message before. Plenty of people have got up, got at it, got to it, made some dope stuff happen. But there's only one Lord Phly, baby. You know how that goes. It's only one international man in mystery. I know Austin Powers told you he was, but that's just a movie. It's real life here. But this thing is way bigger than Lord Phly. It's way bigger than the message I spread or the simple things that you see when I'm on live. It's people. I say it all the time. My business is people. If I inspire, if I am motivated, if I connect to one person and get them to embrace the message of never apologize for being dope, I've done my job. But for me, I'm not about doing my job. I'm about doing the impossible. Impossible is only what is yet to be seen, and I've yet to be seen. But the world, I'm coming. If you tune your ass in, you'll get me now. You get all this growth I done had in these 5 years I've been spreading the message. These 3 years since I've been back in North Carolina. But North Carolina, get ready, because we about to get on the road, baby. I'm about to touch all these cities, then we're going to get out of here. We're going to the A. You know we're going to Miami, but we're going to touch everything in between, too. See, we're not going to leave any of those people out, because there's people everywhere, and that's where Lord Phly needs to be. And with those people, I'm able to inspire, motivate, connect the dots, and make some dope shit happen while I'm doing it. You just know that's just what it is. That's the energy that comes with Lord Phly. And if nothing else, my man OG is always right next to me. My man OG No Good. You know, you catching him on Fan Free Agency in a little bit. I see he got the shades on, so he must be feeling good today. How y'all feeling today? Okay, we feeling good. How y'all feeling about that Gucci man? Okay.
The real is back.
Oh, the real is back. The real is back. Real right. Anybody see this? You see me do this? Me ain't nothing to be said, because we real right. It's real right movement being made. It's real right action taking place. You're going to see a lot of that on the 25th at R&B Vibes, Unscripted. Oh, man, it's going to be a family affair. Like, a lot of my family I'm going to be bringing to the stage. We even got Haz in here today. What's good, Haz? What's good, baby? Hey, man, I learned at the last R&B Vibes, man, you're a performer, bro. Like, you know, I mean, it was my mistake, you know, because I could say people that engineer, it's two sides. It's engineers, and then there's people that can engineer. I learned that you're a person that can engineer. Like Storm is a person that can engineer. But engineers, weirdo behavior. I'm just keeping it a buck. This is what it is. Ones that take on, like, I'm an engineer, weirdo behavior. I understand that you offer your life as a service, and people want to talk to you and deal with you all types of ways, but it's up to you to establish your own respect. You know, they're not just going to give it to you because you good and you make their music sound good. Do you understand? They don't understand all that you do. They don't, and they don't care. They only care if the music sounds good. So with that, it's up to you to tell them. It's up to you to help them understand what it is that goes on through the engineering process, the mixing, the mastering, the rough edits, all those things. Lord Phly had to learn it, so why should these artists not learn it? But they're not going to give you respect just because you did it for them. Trust me, bro. You could live a whole person life for them, and they're not going to give you no respect for it. They just going to take all the accolades. I promise you. They don't care nothing about it. So for that, it's up to you to establish your own respect. So weirdo behavior. I told you, we got to cut it out. We get rid of that. And they're right, OG. The real is back. The real is back. Gucci Man told us, cut it out, or we'll smack the shit out you. Y'all can laugh. Because it's real.
DJ Envy, we need a response.
And a real right one, too. Don't IG me. I don't want no IG, baby. Don't IG me. That man talked to your man and told him, I will smack the shit out that nigga if he come to me talking crazy. He ain't got to talk about me. We ain't got no issues. I had no issues with that man. But if we got some, we can handle them. That's simple and plain. Like, it can be simple and plain outside. It's all about growth. It's all about growth and understanding, knowing that for you, you need to get to a place where you know you better than anybody else, so nobody can say, do anything that can pull you off your square. And if they do, you already understand what it is that needs to be done, and you're willing to deal with whatever comes with it. Can't be doing a lot of stuff outside and you're not willing to deal with. It's not even consequences. Simple energy. When you put energy out, energy comes back. Are you willing to deal with the energy you putting out? You walk into a room mad. Are you willing to deal with the other people that get mad because of you? I had to learn that. Like, if you want to be one of these people of major influence and do things that inspire the world, then you got to know when you walk in the rooms, people weren't mad. But if you had a energy that wasn't the best, that thing is going, it's going to trickle down in some of those people. And are you ready to deal with how they move? Are you ready to deal with somebody that really wasn't ready to be mad today? They really not ready to deal with all their emotions. They not really all that much in control as you are. See, it takes that. If you can't do those simple things, then how are you ever going to do something major? These are things that Lord Phly had to learn so he could grow to be the person that you see on this camera. I look real good, don't I? Let me get some of this water. You feel me? But with that being said, I believe it's a lot of growth being had around me. Like everybody around me in this room, the people that I'm connected to, the people that I've yet to connect to. I believe it's a growth energy in the world right now. People are really just becoming more self-aware. Now, of course, I like to believe I've been out here a long time. They're starting to get in tune with Lord Phly, but it's not all me. I believe it's a lot of people out here really understanding who they are and putting that energy out into the world, so it's making other people become more self-aware. And if nothing else, just check themselves. Like, man, what am I doing? I've been wilding. I've been really wilding. Like, I was doing what? I was over there with who? Wait, why was I? You wilding. What you doing? You're doing too much. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Learn something. Know something. So you can be something. And be something that you want to be, not something that somebody else tells you to be. Not a person that everybody else loves, but you hate when you go home. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? You faking to be somebody that everybody loves, but you hate them. So what are you really doing? Nothing. All that stuff you believe you getting done, it's not really getting done because somebody that you believe, that you really, really believe, like you to death, can't stand you either. And maybe they gonna check you. Maybe it's gonna be that person you get up and watch in the mirror. Stop brushing your teeth with your head down. You should be able to look and grin. Show your pearly whites. Yeah, I know, that's crazy that I caught you. You be brushing your teeth with your head all in the sink. You don't want to see nothing on your face. You need to, because you about to bring that face all into all these other rooms. You about to talk to all these people, and you don't know that person? That's crazy. You going to let all these people outside know you better than you know you? There's no growth to be had there. It's time for some understanding. It's time to take a step back. Ask yourself those simple questions. The who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the hows of you. And I know it's a lot of time passing. It's a lot of things going on. Doesn't matter because you own your own time. Time is your luxury. Own it. Don't waste it. Don't allow others to waste it for you. See, a lot of people talk to me and they're like, man, you got to answer for everything. Yes, because I took the time to get the answers. So give me a question. I want them. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all plenty of ways to reach me, emails and all that stuff, but it's no questions. That's because you still answering the questions for yourself. And if nothing else, I can help you. I'm here to do it. I told you, inspire, motivate, connect, grow, whatever situation I'm connected to. So if some growth needs to be had, call me up. We get it done. And I say we because I don't do it by myself. Yes, I am Lord Phly by myself. I spread the message by myself in the mornings. But how it gets spread now, I have a multitude of people that help me get that done. And I will never, ever in life second guess, doubt anything that they're getting done because they're people within their own rights. And if nothing else, I make them stand on being individuals. I don't care how crazy, how abstract, how weird you may believe yourself to be. I'm with it all. Just don't be a weirdo. It's the difference. You can be weird and not be a weirdo. I'm very, very, very weird because weird is really just something people really don't understand. A little offset, a little different. Weirdo, that's that bullshit behavior, and we're going to cut that out. I'm telling you, we're just going to carve that on out. We're going to carve it on out. Just like a cake. Ain't Thanksgiving coming up? Whatever it is, whatever, we're going to carve it up, slice it out, give it out to all those bullshit weirdos that like to still function in that behavior. I'm telling you, that group is going to get real small. It's a lot of people acting as if they're weirdos, and they're not really with it. They just believe that's what they got to do to get ahead, and it's not. Cut it out. Stop moving weird. You don't have to do that. You don't have to fake to be weird. If you're not weird and you just a really cool, dope, average human being, that's cool with us. Bring it on. Let's get it done because you willing to roll your sleeves up and get to it. But the weirdo behavior stops. I'm telling you, there's no growth to be had there. We not dealing with it. Lord Phly, good company, anything attached to us, anything you see me tag, anybody you see me connected to, they're not with it either. So if you coming at them to get to me, they're going to tell you that I'm not with it, so they not with it. And I'm telling you for them. So don't even come to them with it. So when you do, as much as you don't believe I'm there, I am, because I tell you I'm a fly on the wall. I told you I'm cutting it all out. We done. You can't deal with my people if you're not dealing with me. You can't deal in those arenas. You can't go to those venues. You can't go to those spaces. You can't eat at those places. I don't care how good the food is. They not serving you. Weirdo behavior is done. We done with it. And I want you to watch me. Come holler at me about it. I told you I want the questions. I got answers. I got answers. And I don't need no help. A team of people, I can answer every question everybody got. I hope you got time because I do. Because I own mine. And anything that I'm supposed to be doing, I'm willing to tell those people, nah, I need to do this right here. This is important. And I promise you, by the end of it, I'm going to bring all those people to wherever it is you want me to be. So you want 10 people, you want 100. Because that's what I'm going to get. Because I really want 1 million. And then times that by 1 million. And then we got infinity. That's what we're here to do. We're here to grow, but we're growing together. We're going to get up. We're going to get at it. We're going to get to it. Happy birthday, Chris Jordan. Jordan, yeah, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me get out this camera, man. Make sure I take a little break. You know we got fan free agency coming. So, Nana, you ready for me? Okay, so before I go to it, make sure you hit me up, because I got these tickets. Y'all know I got another show. Yes, y'all. October 26th at Emerge, and I do them individual tickets. See, if it's not a family affair, if I own my family put it together, and it's just some dope people I'm connected to, make sure they give me them individuals, because the people that rock with me, they like to get their money and then get something back right then. We don't really do all that digital stuff. We rock with it. We use it as tools, but we don't really spend our money there. Why you can't just give me something and I'll give you something? You feel me? You give me 10, I'll give you one of these. This is how it goes. So we're going to get up. We're going to get at it. We're going to get to it. It's Lord Phly. Make sure you are tapping in, because if you're not tapping in, you're tuning in. I promise you. These screens is getting bigger. There's more cameras getting on me. After a while, you're going to see me in Times Square. I'm coming for you, Joe Budden. And that's my guy. But no, I seen you on Times Square. Man, I seen the baby the last time. The baby was there, grinning, shining. So, hey, Lord Phly's next, I promise you. But until then, you're going to see me in a second. Send this thing to my man OG No Good. We're going to take a little break. So make sure you tune in. Dope Souls with Lord Phly every Wednesday, Friday, live at noon. It's International Man of Mystery. I'll see you in a second. nAFbDOPE.